Hello and welcome inside the Sports Sermon. I am Dylan Staggy here today with Jason Gandhi and Zach Munson. And as you can tell from the title, we are doing another NFL team preview today. And today is the New England Patriots. So last season, the Patriots finished at 13-3, made it to the Super Bowl, but lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. And they certainly had an eventful offseason off the field. The crazy article that came out during the playoffs about Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, and Robert Kraft, the Malcolm Butler benching in the Super Bowl, Gronk's situation, will he retire? They still got to figure his contract out as of now, and just some former players just hating on the Patriots system and Belichick, saying it's not fun and everything, but some free agency moves and draft moves. They lost Danny Amendola, Malcolm Butler, Brandon Cooks, Dion Lewis, and Nate Solder, and they grabbed Adrian Claiborne, Jeremy Hill, Jordan Matthews, Jason McCourty, and Cordero Patterson. In the draft, their biggest two picks were Isaiah Wynn and Sony Michel, a couple of guys from Georgia. But the Patriots, as I just mentioned, lost a lot of pieces and a lot of firepower on that offensive side, namely the left tackle Nate Solder, Brandon Cooks at the wide receiver position, and Dion Lewis. Now, do you guys think that they still have enough firepower to make a Super Bowl run this season?
Yes, because they have the best head coach and best quarterback ever to play the game. I think when you have both of those, it's hard to count them out. And, I mean, if it wasn't the Patriots, I would be worried. I'm worried about the losses they had. I think Malcolm Butler was a big loss. You kind of just, glossed over. I think that's going to be a bigger loss than people expect. He was really the anchor of that defense. I think Cooks and Amendola were both gone, along with Dion Lewis. That's going to affect Tom Brady's chemistry with these guys. Yes, he's going to be fine, but now you've got Chris Hogan and Gronk, and besides that, it's kind of it's
Edelman.
Yeah, but he's already suspended for the first 4 games. He was hurt last year, so I think he's not as safe of he used to be one of the safest receivers in the league. I don't think he's as safe because of injuries, because of that. I don't know. I think this is going to be a harder year for the Patriots than most expect. I kind of compare it to the Warriors, where they could take off the gas pedal. I don't think that the Patriots can do this because, they've had sustained success, but I think if the Patriots let up, I think there's going to be issues in Foxborough, and you're going to see, like Dylan mentioned, that Belichick article. You're going to see that starting to come out more publicly. Does Brady get pissed off? Does Belichick get on? I think there's definitely cracks, and I just want to know how big are those. And I think all it takes is for their team to not show up against a team like the Lions or the Chiefs or the Colts or a team that's just average, and then what happens? Then do we see more stuff come out? So I think it's just an interesting year for the Patriots. Obviously, they're going to be good enough because they've got, like I said, the best ever at those two positions. But I think there is reason for concern in Foxborough.
Yeah, you took exactly what I was going to say about if it was anybody else but the Patriots, they were going to make the Super Bowl. But since they have Brady and Belichick, they're always going to have a chance. Same thing with a LeBron team. As long as you have LeBron, you always have a chance to make it to the finals. So I think it's the same exact thing with the Patriots. I mean, Gronk, right now is still on the Patriots.
There's no way he's
I know, I don't think so, but people think that he's still, but
I just think
if they lose Gronk, that would really change my mind.
I mean, also that would be a Bill Belichick cold-blooded move.
But if he does it, then I think Kraft's got to be I don't know. I think there's definitely I don't think Kraft lets it happen, and no trade gets done without the owner being aware of it. I don't think that happens without Kraft letting it happen.
They got to keep McDaniels this offseason in a snake move. But, that helps them out. They get their offensive coordinator back. But
I mean, Belichick, I could see being gone in 2 years. And so I don't think
I think he will be gone.
I don't think Kraft lets him just have the same control that he had because he might be doing some things that might not be the smartest. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I think there's just so many little storylines and where there's smoke, there's fire, just to keep an eye on.
But there always going
to be good enough. And their division's always going to suck.
Yeah.
It is what it is. They suck.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about this a little later, but they have had these news stories before with Spygate and Deflategate.
But see, I think that's different because that's not individual players versus coaches. That's our team messed up together. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair, but I mean, I still think that there's a lot of criticism on Belichick and Brady for that, and those are the two guys that really, if you have them, you can make a Super Bowl run. However, I don't think they get back to the Super Bowl. There's two teams sitting in the AFC, the Steelers and the Jaguars, that can both make a run. I still don't love the Jaguars, but just matchup wise, I think they match up well against the Patriots. We saw them almost upset them in the AFC Championship this year, and I just think with those offseason moves, the Patriots are just a step below talent wise. But you definitely still can't discount Brady and Belichick. Never can.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good point about the Steelers and Jags. And you guys all know I was a big proponent for the Jags this past year. But it's just going to come down to like that experience thing. Like if the Steelers and Patriots are playing, I'm always going to pick the Patriots. If the Patriots and Jags are playing, I'm always going to pick the Patriots. Like I think while the Jags and Steelers might be more talented, I just think you can't count out the Patriots. And that's why I would be shocked if they don't go back to the Super Bowl. While they don't have the talent to, I would be shocked if they don't go to the Super Bowl.
Like if they made the Super Bowl and they're playing against the Eagles, Patriots, Eagles, who are you taking?
Patriots.
Yeah,
I'm not ever picking against them. They could lose 5 Super Bowls in a row. Like, oh, they still got it, guys. Don't worry.
So
same thing with LeBron. I mean, we say the same exactly. It's the same thing like LeBron, like Zach said. You never bet against LeBron, and you're never betting against Brady and Belichick.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is.
Also, every other year, they're winning the Super Bowl. 2014, won the Super Bowl. 2015, lost in the playoffs. 2016, won the Super Bowl. Last year, lost in the playoffs. Maybe they win the Super Bowl again this year. It's just an every other year kind of thing. Maybe. But we kind of touched on this a little bit. With all of the offseason drama that we talked about earlier, is that going to affect the Patriots on the field this season? Is it going to be a big deal?
I don't think it affects them on the field unless we hear more. Like, if it is what it is right now, Gronk's contract situation will be gone. No one cares about former players, especially the Patriots. They don't care about it. Belichick and Brady will be fighting towards the same common goal, and Malcolm Butler's gone. So I think those big ones will be not a big deal. If more comes out, maybe. But the Pats are the best team, probably one of the best in sports. I would say them and the Spurs, but the Spurs have lost that reputation of keeping the off-the-field issues off the field. The Patriots are extremely good at that, and so I'm more worried about the depth of their personnel than I am of will this carry over with Gronk's contract situation or Brady and Belichick fighting, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to affect them on the field. I think it's all business for the Patriots, as we've seen in the past. I don't think there's a chance it affects them on the field. And even if more stuff comes out, I still think with Brady at the head of your team, I don't think they're going to really, play bad. Like, they're always going to be the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean, it's been kind of crickets for months ever since, like, the end of the playoffs. That's been, like, negative press coming from the Patriots. They still have to get the Gronk thing squared away. I think they'll be fine on that, but can't be 100% sure because Gronk did seem pretty unhappy this offseason. But like I said earlier, they've done it before after Spygate and Deflategate. We're perfectly fine after that. So I think the Patriots are just too much about business, like Zach said, especially Brady and Belichick, to let this get to them. But let's move over to the defensive side. And their front seven is the thing that I think we should be looking at in particular. Do they have enough firepower to stop some of the better run offenses in the AFC? And I'm talking mainly about the Steelers and the Jaguars, especially since both of those teams have great running backs in Le'Veon Bell and Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, I mean, the Patriots don't have a star in that front seven. Dante Hightower is probably the face of it, but he's coming off injury, so you don't know what you got there. The Patriots, like I said, don't really impress me with the amount of talent they had. Like last year, we had the conversation of could the Patriots go 19-0? Like there was legitimate conversation based on their talent. This year, I don't think they have that kind of talent. This year, I think they're really going to struggle. I know I've said that a lot, but it's Belichick and Brady, and their division's literally so bad where it comes to the defense won't have to do that much besides not let Josh Allen outbeat them, and I don't think they have to worry about those type of things. So I think really the Patriots' defense is going to be fine, and once you get to the playoffs, it's Brady and Belichick's.
Yeah, their defensive line especially is very underwhelming. You're going to need Brady to carry the team this year, more so than he did last year. I mean, you look at their defensive line. Geno Grissom, Lawrence Guy, Trent Harris, Frank Herron, Eric Lee. Danny Shelton, who might be the best one out of all of them, but you just look at it, you see no firepower, as Jason said, and so I'm really, really worried about their defense. But once again, I think at the end of the day, Tom Brady is going to come with one of those fourth quarter comebacks and steal the game. So, yeah, what do you think, Dylan?
I mean, they did add Danny Shelton to help shore up the run defense. I think that's a underrated pickup for the Patriots, but he just doesn't bring that star power that the Steelers and Jaguars have from those running back positions. Their offensive lines are both great too, and that's why I think the Patriots will struggle against the Steelers and the Jags. We will get to see, though, because they actually play at Pittsburgh and at Jacksonville in the regular season, and I'm going to bet that they play one of them in the playoffs also. But speaking of the playoffs, I want to see your guys' record predictions, their place in the division, and I'm assuming we all have them in the playoffs, so just go ahead and say how far you think they get in the playoffs.
So I looked at their schedule, and what I saw was weeks 3 through 9, they have 5 primetime games. That is crazy. I mean, the media loves the Patriots, and I think you look at their schedule, it's not an easy schedule. They've got the Jags, Steelers, Texans, Packers, all 4 teams that'll probably be in the playoffs. Vikings also in there. So, like, there's 5 teams right there. And like I mentioned when we were talking about the first question about the offense, there's potential they get lazy, like with a game like the Colts on Monday or on Sunday night, a game like the Chiefs, a game like the Titans. Like a lot of those games, they could get lazy and drop it, and then now what? So I have them at 11-5. I think they beat the Steelers because they always beat the Steelers, even though the Steelers are usually better. And they come in first in their division, and they make the playoffs, obviously. And I think they lose to the Jaguars in whatever round they face them. I said I'd be shocked if they don't make the Super Bowl. I think Dylan kind of convinced me there. I think they don't make the Super Bowl. I really just can't buy it with their talent.
I have the Patriots going 12-4, obviously first in their division, and like to be honest, I think I have the Patriots going to the Super Bowl again. I mean, when you like, they're obviously very like under talented, if that's even a word, compared to the Steelers and Jaguars, but when you look at Tom Brady, like I'm not gonna like what we said earlier. Like, you're not gonna bet against him. If you have the you just said if the Patriots versus Jaguars, you're taking. The Patriots.
Like
so then what are you saying?
Logically, I'm picking them, but then you just like the Jags should have won it last year. The Jags had every chance.
So
to win.
Right now you're picking the Jaguars, but on game day, 10
months from now, I'm probably gonna say the Patriots.
You're the Patriots. That's what I'm saying. You know
yeah. Like, but I'm saying like right now, like when you look at it from afar without seeing anything.
Well, of course,
that's what this is right now.
But I'm putting myself in position, like on game day.
When we look at the teams on paper, the Jags are the better team.
Of course.
And I thought they should have won it last year. They had every chance to win it. The refs were incredibly terrible. That was just everyone knew that. I mean, like they should have won it last year. Yeah. You give all these guys another year.
But I'm putting myself on game day. On game day, you're picking the Patriots, though. So why don't you have the Patriots in the Super Bowl then?
Because it's July 11th. From what I see right now, the Jags are the better team, and I think they can win it.
I mean, the Jags, although I'm not high on Bortles, and I think we still have to see another year.
You're a hater.
I do like Bortles as a person.
You love Bortles.
I love him as a person. I love him as a person, but on the field, I don't like him either. He's just not.
Y'all are both haters.
He's just a game manager, but they have the formula to beat the Patriots with their roster. And I mean, this season with the Patriots offensive line, we didn't really talk about it a lot, but Nate Solder gone at that left tackle position. The Jaguars defensive line should be able to eat that up, at least on paper right now. So I think that's something you also have to look at.
The Jags had a low-key good draft, too. It's not like they're running back the same thing they had. They had a very good draft this year, too. So I think the Jags are, like Dylan said, they have the blueprint. It's just going to take guys like Bortles and that receiving core to step up, and if they do that, the Jags, I think, are definitely a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah, I actually think this is the Steelers' year, but I think the Patriots lose in the playoffs to either the Steelers or the Jags.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any last thoughts?
Shout out Mike Vrabel for taking all of the Patriots players and just making the Tennessee Patriots. I was just thinking about it, like, obviously he's a Patriot guy. He took Deion Lewis, he had Matt Castle, he got Malcolm Butler, and, where was it? There was one that was a small sign that he made That was from Luke Falk, a guy that was always targeted to go to the Patriots. Then he got Harold Landry, a guy that was always like rumored to go to the Patriots in the draft. It's just I shout out Mike Vrabel trying to do what the Patriots are doing down in Tennessee. I love it. Go do it, Vrabel. I think he's gonna be a good coach for Tennessee.
I mean, that's definitely not a bad formula. Just take all
Exactly.
the guys that are rumored to go to the Patriots in the draft.
I know.
That's what every NBA team should do with the Spurs.
Right? And every NBA team's trying to do what the Warriors are doing now. Look at the Rockets. I mean, sports is a copycat league. Every league is a copycat league. Whoever is the best, everyone's trying to emulate it. Except for the Lakers, because they're paving a new way, is their rumor, with LeBron. We're not going to give them shooters, because we're going to do it a different way. Why? 8 straight finals.
Nobody ever accomplished something doing what everybody else did, except in sports. So
we're playing sports.
Yep.
Get shooters around LeBron. Back to football. Shout out Mike Vrabel. I don't have any birthdays for this episode, so that's sad. There's probably one somewhere. So if you have them, tweet it at us. You know I'm a birthday guy. Zach, you got any last thoughts?
Nope. No.
It should be a fun season. See if the Patriots can keep it going.
Yeah. I think me and Zach did a good job of hiding our Patriots hate throughout the episode as Colts fans.
I don't like it.
Yeah, that's going to do it for today's
Classic Tuck rule.
NFL preview. If you want to check out more of these, click on our profile on either YouTube or Twitter. Both of those links are in the description. And yeah, we'll have more NFL team previews for you weekly. So we will see you very soon.